Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having a great start to the 2019 year. I wanted to talk about a very common question that we've been getting within our group. My name is Ricky, for those that are not familiar with who it is that I am. I run the largest YouTube channel and the largest private Facebook group for those who invest in the stock market. You're more than welcome to stay connected if you would like to join our free Facebook group of over 180,000 members. I believe it's that first link in the description. And again, you could always leave the group if it's not something that you resonate well with. But I want to show you certain things, right? So again, first of all, we have 3 rules within our community that you should never trade based on other people's opinion. You should never invest in what you don't understand, and you should always have a plan when investing. If you guys happen to have like 5 minutes, I would really encourage you to check out the video that I uploaded yesterday about the 3 biggest mistakes to avoid in 2019, as I go a little bit more in depth about that. But one thing that I wanted to talk about is simply share my opinion about I've been asked this question so many times, so I just want to refer people to this video. And people are talking about this like huge sell-off that natural gas has gone through, right? No question about it. Natural gas has progressively sold off. So for those that are not familiar with, why natural gas is significant to like the winter months and stuff like that. So overall, it makes sense that the overall consumption of natural gas, right, the commodity, it would make sense that it would go up, right? So there's this forecast like October, November, that it was going to be a very cold winter. That's in favor of natural gas, as the consumption of natural gas would go up, meaning that it really drove the price up. I think there was a lot of like hype and a lot of demand behind that. It drove the price up all the way up to 260. It pulled back. We talked about, I talked about it multiple times that I wasn't swing trading gas or natural gas at all because of the volatility. It was just too high of a risk. Again, a lot of people did see huge days where it sometimes opened like 15, 20, 25% right at market open. And that's great and all. But one of the biggest things that we were talking about is it correcting itself, right? That every time that it would push up, it would pull back right away, correct itself, and then push right back up again, pull back. And it really struggled to make like higher highs. It was no longer progressively making higher highs. Although it was making higher lows, it kind of like started making like lower highs while making still higher highs as well. And we talked about it. If you watch me trade live, and if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group, that is something that we talked about, and the simple idea of it correcting itself. Now it's been selling off pretty consistently, and a lot of people have been talking about it. Is it time to pay attention to DGAS? So DGAS is one that today I ended up taking a loss on DGAS, so I'll show you guys that right now. So you guys just broke below the SMA line. So natural gas is selling off right now, but I took a $145 loss on ticker symbol DGAS. This morning I was down like 300. I was actually up right away and then ended up pulling back. But one of the really cool things about this is that DGAS has recently been showing signs of an uptrend. All I want to talk about in this video is I talked about it correcting itself. I talked about that natural gas as a whole has been consistently really like growing, right? So what do you all see on the technical standpoint when it comes down to DGAS as of right here? So we have people that are tuning in live, right? So what's going on, team? What is it that you see that might act as a resistance, or what pattern do you see here that might end up repeating themselves? So I see a very simple pattern, and normally you see this SMA line, that's the simple moving average. Every time that the pattern breaks above the SMA line, it doesn't hold for a very long period of time. DGAS is a descending ETF, no question about it. Can it uptrend? Of course. It was selling off so aggressively that it made sense that it would correct itself and have a nice little push up, no question about it. But now the question stands, we've had really huge green days with DGAS the past couple of days. So if we go like on the 20-day 1-hour chart, this thing went from $46 all the way up to $128. Now the simple little question that I want you to ask yourself is, how much more can this thing go up? If it offers opportunity within the day and it's like a day trade opportunity and it continues to push up, it's trading in between the middle and top VWAP, and it just meets all of your criteria, right? I was kind of talking about my criteria, but again, my criteria is completely irrelevant to you. But if you see that it's meeting your criteria, great. All power to you. All I want to remind you is its overall direction. A lot of people are freaking out thinking that like DGAS is going to continue to rally. I would just hate for someone to get caught into the hype. Again, when everyone thinks that something is a good deal and everyone is making money doing one certain thing, you should always be asking yourself, that question and always thinking about like what other people aren't, right? So if 90% of people lose money and a lot of people are making money right now because of the consistent uptrend pattern on DGAS, then you just want to question how long is this going to last? And does it make sense that it's going to progressively push up? I 100% think, the EMA line is still pointing up. It's still making higher highs. Natural gas continues to sell off. No question about it. There still might be more time for degas. That's fine. But as a day trade, we understand that it's not a good deal. It's super overbought. It's overextended. And it's a descending pattern. 3 reasons and 3 factors why I think I would have degas on high alert, that it might end up, pulling back and correcting itself. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen today. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen this week or even this month. Degas can continue to rally. And just like everything else out there, this is just a simple, friendly reminder of, just always being on your toes when it comes down to these different things that a lot of people are saying, are going to continue to go up, right? I want you to perform your own technical analysis on these different kind of ETFs, and for you to come up with a plan on what makes sense to you, if it's a good deal to invest in it, or if it's maybe something that you might want to just sit back and watch. That's simple. So I think this overall pattern and this breakdown and this overall outlook of doing a technical analysis and always questioning kind of what's going on and stuff like that, I think that's something that you should really try to implement to every single thing that you trade. Always question what so you guys natural gas just had a nice little push up, but again, natural gas is selling off on the day. Right now, natural gas is selling between or trading between the EMA line and or right now it just broke below the middle VWAP. So it might be a bearish day for natural gas. So we'll have to follow up with it. And again, I just wanted to, I need to change that calendar. We have the people within the Learn Plan Profit group tell me that it's time for me to change the calendar. So I just wanted to wish you guys a happy New Year's. Thank you guys again for your time. And just a little friendly reminder that, just be on your toes, especially when something is performing very, very well. I want, I want to make as much money as possible, right, when it comes down to trading these ETFs, but we always just have to think what other people aren't. Just be on your toes. That's simple. So that's all this video is about. Again, the descending pattern, overall outlook and direction on the 180-day chart. Seeing how overextended, how overbought it is. Again, just like we saw with natural gas when it pushed up, when it rallies and when the demand is there, it will push up, and we just have to wait for the confirmation. So don't overthink it, don't overdo it. Just be patient, selective, and make sure that every opportunity that you take advantage of is a good deal. So I hope, thank you guys also for all the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. I see all your guys' comments. So what's going on, Leonardo? What's going on, Nicholas? It was definitely, super pumped. I'm going to be trading maybe for a little bit longer, and then we're going to go ahead and call it a day. What's going on, John Bruno? What's up? So if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me within our Technical Solutions or Learn Plan Profit Discord chat. So again, all the links are down below to how to stay connected. I hope that I earned your guys' thumbs up. It really means a lot to me if you guys, end up liking the video. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, we'd greatly appreciate it. Altogether, wish you guys an amazing rest of your Wednesday. Take it easy, team.